Hey guys, it's Morgan from the Rotoscopers, and today I'm going to talk about the Wolverine. So, the Wolverine. Okay, first off, I am a huge X-Men fan. I grew up, I didn't read the comics, but I grew up watching the 1990s X-Men cartoon, which is awesome, and you can probably watch it on Netflix right now, so I recommend doing it. So ever since, I've always been a huge X-Men fan. To me, X-Men is greater than the Avengers, by far. I don't care what you say. The X-Men universe, I don't know, I just like the fact that they're mutants, they're crazy. And the mutant we're going to talk about today is Logan, the Wolverine. So this movie starts out and it is set a little bit after the events of the third X-Men movie. So Jean Grey has died and the X-Men have sort of disbanded, and Logan is just sort of this hermit in the middle of the woods who is just a scruffy mountain man, and he's kind of lost his will to live. He's just exists and he lives in his cave and that's about it. Well, all that changes when he gets whisked away to Japan because he has an old friend in Japan who wants to say goodbye to him. Right, say goodbye. So obviously there's a lot more to this story. This goodbye turns out to be an extended vacation and stay in the heart of Japan in Tokyo. Pretty awesome. So he goes to visit Yashida, who's this very, very old man from Logan's past, who Logan actually helped save in World War II. And so he's obviously very indebted to him. While there, some crazy things happen, and Logan ends up having to stay and protect the family. We meet Mariko, his daughter, and Yukio, who's sort of an adopted sister who lives with the family, and she's also a super awesome samurai. So this movie is really good. There's tons of action, so don't worry about that. And in case you were a little nervous about if this was gonna be better than the X-Men origin story, trust me, it's much, much better. You're gonna love this one. The great thing about this movie is it's not meant to progress and sort of lead to the next film in the series or tie things together. It's really just a standalone film. It's based on a 1982 comic series where Logan and Wolverine goes to Japan. It's great because with this movie, there's no hidden agenda. They don't have to introduce characters who are gonna be important later on in another movie, 3 movies down the line. It's just Logan, and it's great. Unfortunately, there aren't tons and tons of X-Men, but this isn't an X-Men story, this is a Wolverine story. So we get lots of Hugh Jackman in all his bodily glory. So there's some really cool scenes. There's a particular fight scene that's on a bullet train where Logan and a bad guy are on top and they're kind of swinging between things. Insane. Really cool, but at the same time I thought, yeah, that even if you're a mutant, that's not gonna happen. But still, really fun. This movie has lots of samurai elements, lots of ninjas, very, very Japanese. And I thought that was really cool because this is a movie that's set in a different culture and we kind of get to explore a little bit about that culture while exploring Logan. And I thought that was really fun and neat to do. As far as negatives for the story, I wasn't too fond of the villain. I thought this villain was sort of tacked on, and in this world where everything was very realistic, this villain was so over the top with a latex and spandex outfit, really bright, it didn't really work for me. I understood the purpose for it, but I didn't really like that villain. I'm not going to spoil it because I don't want you to know who the real villain is. I did think there were some really slow parts in the movie where I'm kind of like, let's go, let's move this along. But I mean, they're definitely needed. At least it allows time for a lot of character development, which is really cool because the Wolverine, why do I keep saying the Wolverine? Wolverine, Logan, he's a really complex character. I mean, he's lost his will to live. He doesn't really want to be here anymore. He's this immortal god who basically is never going to die, or it's going to take him a really, really long time. So imagine living with that and seeing all your friends die and just sort of having no meaning to your existence. So we kind of get to explore that, which is really fun. So like I said, The Wolverine is a fantastic movie. Oh my gosh, when I went to the screening, there was a line out the theater, around the corner, and all the way around. People are excited for this movie because, hey, guess what? Like me, people love the X-Men. And it's been a while since we've had an X-Men film, so it's really excited that this one finally made it to theaters. So all in all, I really liked this movie. I'm an X-Men and Hugh Jackman fan, so of course I'm gonna like it. I think it would have been really hilarious if they did a little montage or a little just teeny bit of Hugh Jackman singing to kind of parody Les Miserables, but they didn't do that, and that's probably more appropriate for his character. Whatever. But that being said, I didn't leave this movie thinking, oh my gosh, I have to see this movie again, it's so awesome, it's so awesome. It was just really good, there was lots of action, it was exciting, there's lots of claws, and yeah, so all in all, I'm gonna give this movie 3.5 stars. Definitely go see it. It's one of the last big blockbusters of the summer. So maybe if The Lone Ranger didn't do it for you or Despicable Me 2 wasn't your thing, then definitely go see The Wolverine because you're gonna have a great time. and I hope you enjoy yourself. So if you've seen The Wolverine, let me know in the comments below what you thought about the film. Did you like it? Did you like it as a standalone film? Do you think it should have been better? And don't forget to check out the rotoscopers.com. This is your main hub for all things animation and rotoscopers. You can find our podcast, you can find articles, reviews, all sorts of things over there, so go check it out. So until next time, I'm Morgan, and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube. Oh, and one last thing. Make sure to stay for the credits. If you're an X-Men fan, there's something for you. Something.
Yeah. It's very coincidental that their language happens to match up exactly with our own.
I know, right? Ireland? Just change one letter. Iceland. What? And then there's actually a 2-minute deleted scene in there where it talks
honestly
about
was
the
expecting
bike.
not to enjoy this movie.
So it's kind of deceiving because in the movie, when it first starts out, you think it's about this guy, this leprechaun-looking guy in the back. I still don't know why he's dressed like a leprechaun. He just is, apparently. But just for basic sakes, you've got two guys who are best friends and been friends for a long time
together.
And
But
one is
I really kind of liked the character development between the two characters. I thought the 2D and the CGI meshing and blending really was cool. Honestly, I think it was, to me, a bit more innovative and cooler than the photoreal, because I've sort of seen photoreal in other places. This is the first time Pixar's done it, yes, but really hadn't seen Paperman's technique used anywhere else, and so for that reason I liked that.